Continue. All right, time's now 4:47. Let's get back over to Peyton for a full look at our forecast.
Yeah, thanks, Leslie. And here's the deal. Believe it or not, we went 8 months without being in the 90s here in the New Orleans metro. And yesterday, we did it. I'm not sure we're celebrating, but we hit the 90s for the first time, not only this year, but since September 26th. So wasn't that a nice break? And well, we know that's done for about 4 months. So here we go. We did get up to 91 yesterday. That is our hottest day so far this year and nowhere near the record. Look at that. Back in 2018, we got up to 97. That's the hottest we've ever been in the month of May. And boy, did we have a stretch 5 years ago of record heat. This was in 2018, mid to upper 90s. 5 days in a row. That is wild for May. Thank goodness we do not have a heat wave like this going on. It's still hot, but it's a reminder it could always be worse. Today we'll be close to 90. I don't think we're anywhere near 90 tomorrow and Thursday, but then notice we'll have another chance of hitting it on Saturday, back in the mid 80s Sunday and Monday. So mid 80s is average this time of year. Upper 80s and 90s, that is above average, and your records are usually mid 90s to upper 90s. So for the next 12 hours, notice we're quiet this morning, not a big deal. 70s, a little muggy. Surprise, surprise. It's going to stay that way for months and months. 90 this afternoon. I think we'll be close at about noon to 1 o'clock. That's when our storms will start to fire up, and we will once again be watching for scattered storms this afternoon. If you are getting on the boat, be very, very careful whether you're in the lake or out in the sounds or our bays or out in the open Gulf. Could see some storms here. Our rain chances remain high today and tomorrow. Start to drop off on Thursday, and our seas not too bad. West winds today and tomorrow with only 1 to 2 feet. Out there with our seas, northwest winds kicking in on Thursday. So not too bad. High tide running this morning, 9 a.m. in Grand Isle, 3 p.m. near the Wrigley's, and Shell Beach, Lake Bourne, the Mississippi Sound in the early afternoon as well. Your low tides will be later on this evening into tonight. And our water temperature still starting to heat up. We're at 82 now in the lake. So our rain chances really don't start to pop up until around noon. So if you're heading out for lunch, a few storms start to go up. Notice mostly east of the lake and over on the Mississippi coast, and then we start to see more pop up as we get our outflow boundaries or that rain, cold air rushing out from all these storms. That can help trigger other storms. So that's what we'll be watching through today. And then by this evening, it all winds down. That's a classic summertime afternoon for you, even though it's still spring. We'll watch for some locally heavy rain. Most people don't see flooding, but a few spots could see a quick 1 to 2 inches. You could also see some gusty winds. It's not impossible 40 to 50 mile per hour winds are produced with a few of those stronger storms, and even had some hail reported yesterday in Carrier, so theirs can produce some small hail. Rain chances elevated today and tomorrow, a little lower Thursday. I think we're mostly dry Friday. A cool front moves into the region on Saturday. That'll bring a few storms, and then it still looks like we'll get a shot. It's still not a guarantee, but there's a possibility that it's a little less humid on Sunday. It'll still be warm in the mid 80s. So Bayou Boogaloo from Friday through Sunday. Saturday is the day where we'll watch for some storms. Other than that, not a bad festival going on, just a little bit warm.